Hey, hey, good evening, Pioneer Villagers. What's going on? Hey, ho, hi, hey, what's up? I've driven a long ways, a long ways, but we are finally here. Welcome to the Monday nights La Family Show. That is right. I want to make sure that everyone is on. Remember, guys, to like, share, and subscribe. We're going to make sure that the YouTube and the old FB are working. Can you guess where I am? Michael Peevler, and David Tracy is in the house. Happy Monday evening, folks. Can anyone tell me where I'm at and what am I drinking? Quintero Loft, hey, sent the pigeons today. Very good. I'm glad that you sent the pigeons today. Good evening, Tracy. Good evening, David Tracy. And Peevler, I said hi to you twice already. Quintero, I'm glad to see that you're back for Pioneer again. What is this, season 4 here, the Pioneer Village? Hopefully you get them soon. Don't worry, guys. Pigeons need to travel. This is race 1 for them. For you Americans, for you Canadians, anybody that's sending birds out, this is race number 1. And that's the truth, guys. How so? How do I mean that this is race 1? Do you guys understand that? Or am I talking in circles? Am I talking in riddles and rhymes? Think about that. Why is this? And guys, I tell you this race here is sometimes the most important race. The first one. People look at, winning races and you know, first in the training and first at the 100 miles, or first to 200 miles, or first to 300 miles. Those are all good. But you got to win this race too. And this is the toughest one. This is the stress test, man. This is the stress test. But anyways, remember, guys, to like, share, and subscribe. Buongiorno. I like that one. See, look at that French word, buongiorno. It looks good, doesn't it? It makes you feel kind of funny inside. Does anyone know what type of drink I'm drinking? Does anyone know where the hell I am? Anyone know? Anybody have a clue? Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I'm going to give you guys a couple seconds. And why is this the real first race? Why is it? Also, while you guys come in with your questions, I know yesterday we did a little live. I want to apologize again for my intro. I think I must have been nervous or something. Thanks for your you do, Ryan. Thanks for what you. No, you don't have to thank me, guys. I try my best. I have passion. I have integrity. I'm loyal. And I will always give you my very best, guys. I will always give you my very best. Yes, we are in America. That's right. We are in America. ABC Lofts, he hit that one right on the old head. You are in Greystones. I don't know where Greystones is, but no, I'm not in Greystones, guys. You're drinking a Bud Light. Absolutely no. No one drinks that. This is not Bud Light. Come on, kids. Does anybody not know me here on the Pioneer Family Channel? On the Family Show on Monday nights? Come on now. A Bud Light, you're changing into something. No, I'm not changing into anything. I just drove 1,900 hours. Checking in. Stan says he's checking in. Welcome. Guys, you guys aren't good. You guys are not good at guessing. You guys must have forgot what my absolute favorite drink of all drinks is. So, the drink I'm drinking this, there we go. Frank Eichhorn, he hits it right on the head. If I was giving a shirt away, Frank would get it. That is right. Long Island iced tea. That is the first one up for grabs. I know you Canadian people from Toronto, you're watching the Maple Leafs here. I got them on the screen as well. I'm not really a big Maple Leafs fan, but we're going to find out. You are in New Jersey. Woo. I think I'm somewhere between New York and Long Island. That's where I'm at right now. And the reason why I'm here, birds are getting shipped out today. Today and tomorrow, people are sending birds. But the reason why I'm here is I'm actually going to do a loft tour. Gentlemen, I'm coming down to do a loft tour. I'm not going to tell you who. You're going to have to tune that in for tomorrow. We're going to do a little loft tour tomorrow. We're going to select a very small few pigeons. And we are also going to the Perth Amboy Racing Pigeon Club. I've got to go check the layout there. I was there when I was very, very young. I can't remember it. I remember it's under a bridge, but I can't remember because that's right, guys. This coming, I believe it's October, we will be in Perth Amboys. We'll be in there in October and in November for a two-banger. That's right. The best of the best, the Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions will be coming there. Why do I go to where we're going to be auctioning? I like to see how the setup is. I want to make the event, me and the team make the event the best that we can make it. So that's why I'm down here. And then I quickly head back up to Buffalo and I start picking up all the pigeons. And the race has begun. So I'm going to have my sip of my drink. If you guys have questions, if you guys have comments, if you guys have complaints, you know what to do. Not a bad drink. It's a little rough, this one. He did make it nice and heavy, but just a little rough around the edges. So yesterday, you guys see me at the Borden Racing Pigeon Club. Okay, that is for people, so I can get this back to you people so you understand really what was going on. So the Borden Racing Pigeon Club is a club that is in our area, in the Toronto area, and they run an open race. And I would say now in Southern Ontario, it's probably the best open race. And I'll get to the comments here in a second. And this open race is, open to people in our area to participate. And since we can't fly in the combine, we decided to, hey, why don't we go and get some of Canada's very best pigeons from some very good lofts in our area? Now, I have asked people for pigeons. I've seen other people ask people for pigeons for our race, and they'll always turns them away and says, no. People don't like to give up birds, whatever the reason may be. Whatever their reasons are to not support certain things. And that always rubs me the wrong way, especially when we're trying to I lost my train of thought, I lost my train of thought. See? Come along for the ride. Shit. Let me rethink what I was going to say. I wanted to get the best birds from local Canadians to bring to the Pioneer race. And there were people there that won't participate or won't give up birds. So that was why we were there yesterday, to not only bring some real good local talent to the Pioneer One Loft for you guys, but to support the Borden Club. They put on an auction. The money goes to the open race, and that's what it was about. That's why we were there. That's why we were purchasing as many birds as you've seen us purchase. They weren't for me to fly. They are for you guys. You are going to have that opportunity. We are putting together a killer little auction, and I hope you guys enjoy it. You're in New Jersey. Is that polka dot on the wall? Yeah, I don't know. This is the Holiday Inn and Express, guys. This is the Holiday Inn and Express. So don't ask me. This was just off the highway. So in October, what two lofts are you going to be there? Ooh. Well, that's the thing. What two lofts? And we're going to kind of go back and forth here. I'm going to follow your questions along. And if you have questions about what we did yesterday, you can put those in. If you have questions about what's going to be coming to Perth Amboys in October, we're going to be there twice. What we're going to do is bring you what I call an appetizer, okay? We're going to bring you a little bit of everything. Everything. Well, what do you mean everything? Roughly about 15 lofts, 2 birds from each. So you're going to have 2 from Emil Denny's, 2 from Annemie Van Heet, 2 from Annex Gauthier, 2 from Patrick Boats, 2 from Stefan Steenberg, 2 from Zolt Pinter, 2 from Anders Brobeck, 2 from Sonia Vandermeulen. Oh boy, I got to keep going. Let's think. Who else am I missing here? 2, Joost Goosen. And if I miss some, 2 from Dennis Sapin. So you're going to get a beautiful sampling. Okay? You guys are going to love it. Quality's super high. We went through the birds. We grade the birds. We select the birds for what we want for our opening debut. Xavier Verstrada, 2. So that's going to be the first auction. That's the first appetizer. Now, I can't tell you what the second one is yet, even though I already know what it is. I'm not going to tell you. But the first one will be some of the very best from Belgium, Holland. 2 from Potenlenen from Holland. You're going to have a great selection. You've got Darren May from the UK. You've got, I should believe, Derek Walsh from Ireland. Who else? You've got Paul McAloney. Guys, you've got a few Germans. I don't want to say. Fuchs, Wolf and Fuchs from Germany. We're going to give you a fantastic appetizer of super pigeons. Hens and cocks. We tried to do 2 from each. So a hen and a cock, a hen and a cock, a hen and a cock. They will be sold absolutely separate. You get to come down. You're going to get to handle them. Bidding will be online, and it will close in the room. That's what we're going to do. Let's keep going along. Okay, what's the questions? I got to get to the questions. ABC Lofts. Aaron, what are the banding requirements do you need AU? To fly in our race, you should have an IF, an AU, registered rings. That's important. I think everyone that's in North America, you guys should have registered rings from a union. But that's up to you. You guys do what you want. No tardies. No, I'm not going to have any tardies. I didn't have any tardies here. I'm not here to have a tardy, guys. I'm having a good time. That's what I like. You're always thinking about the Pioneer first. And of course, guys, I am. And, I was there yesterday. And the start of the videoing, you guys didn't see that, which was shitty. I think about the first 6 minutes you missed. But there was a lot of people there high-fiving me, happy to see me. And that was great. That was really good. And, I look in that room of pigeon guys, and you can see there's little groups of pigeon guys, which is cute, like kids in school. My friends were my friends, and then there was other people I knew that I wasn't friends, but I was friends with them or whatever. Then there was people I didn't really hang out with, but there's little groups. We all had that common thing. We're in the same classroom. We did the same stuff, a lot of us, and whatever, but we all didn't have to like each other. But when I look at that room of those pigeon guys, those pigeon kids, if more people stopped to hate and just let's do some supporting, let's think outside the box, we grow the sport. And that's what we did there yesterday. Borden's been doing their race for a few years now. It's a lot of work to put on a race like that. It's a lot of BS, and they're doing it. If they didn't do it, no one else would step up to do it. So I'm glad that they're still doing it. I think Mario Da Silva, he does quite a bit of the promoting for that, which is good. Again, it's a hard job, and not everyone's going to like everyone. But the event was pretty good. Was there a few things that I would change? Sure, but there's stuff that people would change at my events too. The main thing was the birds were nice, in good condition. Dorvel did a good job auctioning off the birds. The people in the room, everyone had the opportunity to buy the pigeons. And we got real lucky that we were able to purchase that group, around 30. Between 27 and 30. I don't have the exact count. I photographed them yesterday. I can't remember. There was a lot of work going on into that. So we got that done. Quintero says, "Oh, look at this. He's pulling for it. Perth Amboys is a really nice club here. Good flyers in this area. Hey, that's good. I know there's good flyers down here, guys. There's good flyers everywhere in the world. And that's the truth. You know, people say, well, the best pigeons are here. The best pigeons in the States come out of Florida, or the best pigeons in the States come out of New York. There's good pigeons and good pigeon flyers everywhere. Now, we will never know who are the best flyers in the world because everyone can't come together. That's where One Loft Racing is supposed to come in, and I get that. But hey, that's for another day. There's the man, Van Zuren. Alfred, how are you, my friend? Again, another Feathers Elite breeder. Alfred, don't be so hard on your birds, man. It's what was it, week 2 of training flight 2? Come on now, you were hard on your birds the other day. Greg Cole, hey Ryan, how are you? Hey Greg, how are you? So you have to be there to buy. So you have to be there to buy any. No, at our auction, you don't have to be there. Come on, Peevler. All of our auctions run online, but when we're in Perth Amboys, and I'm talking Perth Amboys now, the auction is going to run, it will close, and then it will reopen in the room. So if you want to be a phone bidder, you want to put your proxy bid in, you can do that. You can do it. You can do it. And again, you guys are going to have a lot of notice. New York, New Jersey, great place to come and sightsee and come down and meet Feathers Elite. You can meet me. We're going to have Loft Manager Richard there. He will be there. You guys can get story time from him and plus everyone else there. Meet new people, talk to people, and enjoy the pigeons. And what is so great is you're going to have about 15 breeders to choose from. You're going to get to handle some of the best sprints, some of the best middle distance, some of the best long distance. You're going to get those. And that's what's so great about it. We think outside the box. We want to give you guys a real tasting. This is our first time going into the United States, putting on a live event. We love to do live events. They're so much more fun than online. Okay, what did Joseph say? You have packed house there, standing room only. Well, hey, like I say, I can't remember. I was only there as shit. I don't even know if I was 17 when I went there. I can't remember. It's weird. I can only remember the bridge. It don't matter anyways. We're going to have fun. We're going to bring some great pigeons. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to expand the Feathers Elite birds, our breeders. We're going to expand them. So, and then there was, hey, you got to pay us now. Well, I get it. Some people give me a bad rap. They didn't know what I was doing. They never seen me there in 5 years. Nobody knew what I was doing. The only person who knew was Claudio. And I don't think Claudio thought I was going to do that. But I did it, and this was my mindset going into that. I can't buy 10 pigeons because they're not going to. I had a bigger plan. We wanted to fly these pigeons in the board and bond race. That's why at the beginning, Dorval, the auctioneer, said, the first $50, 20 of it goes to the entrance of the open race, $30 goes to fuel, and the club keeps the rest to raise money for the club. That was great. Once he heard that, I knew, okay, here's the plan. We're going to try and buy 95% of the birds. Buy the birds. Hopefully, they will allow us to participate. They had a rule. They weren't going to allow it. Mario went and talked to Mario Ray. And they said, yes, you guys can fly the birds. So that means those birds now will get to fly in the board and bond race. And Richard and myself, we're going to work together this year. So nobody's complaining about feeding and magic tricks and jumps and hoops and this loft faces the left and this one to the right. We're going to do it together. Me and Ricky work real good as a team. He's a great guy to have on the team. And I think last year at the end of the season, he got a bit of a bad rap. He played it his way, and I made a tweak. And that was it. Little tweaks, couple little tweaks. But that's pigeon flying, guys. Again, it could have easily went the other way, and we wouldn't be talking about that. So, yeah, those birds are now entered into the board and bond race. So you're going to say to me, well, Ryan, it's great that you bought those birds, but what is the plan? What's the plan, man? So, I'll believe on this Sunday coming, at Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions, you are going to see the Pioneer Hunger Games. What? What the hell's the Pioneer Hunger Games? What is it? I don't have even the flyer done yet. Don't have it done. Not done because we couldn't make up the flyer because we first had to go to Borden. We first had to purchase the pigeons. Step one we did was purchase them. Step two was they allowed us. They allowed us to participate. Good job on them. Good job getting outside the box. Getting a little uncomfortable, but they got outside the box. And in my looking at this, that's a win. That's a win for the pigeon sport. The pigeon gods were with us on this day. That's good. Very good. So now we create the Pioneer Hunger Games. So this is really how it's going to work. I'm going to give you just a basic rundown. These birds are going to be opened up for auction. All the birds that you've seen there, they will all go back up for auction. They're going to run 7-day auction, online only. Online only. Anyone can purchase the pigeons. You can purchase 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can purchase every one if you want. They are your birds. You will own them. You own them. At the end of the year, they're yours to do what you want. Take them home, sell them, whatever you want. They're going to be yours. That's the first thing you're going to get. There's some real good pigeons there. Step 2. Remember, you are entered into the board and bond race. So you're going to be flying against anywhere from 400 to 800 or 900 pigeons in a young bird 325 mile open race. Not just a one loft, an open race. You win the money. You win the money. You win the whole pot. The pot that's there, whatever they cut the prizes down in, first, second, third, fourth, you're going to win your prize money. My goal is to get you in the winner's circle. I want to win it. Ricky wants to win it. We didn't come here to come dead last. I can never guarantee a win, but we're going to try our very, very best for you guys. We're going to give it our max. Sorry, came in late. Where are you going in New York? We're in Long Island. Swoop Loop. Hey, make sure you get your birds ready, Mr. Swoop and Loop. Mike Green, good evening. All good afternoon and good evening. See, Mike is look at how polite Mike is. He hits you with the good afternoon because he's thinking about the people in California. But then, he's not a prick. Oh, no. Look at, he hits you with the good evenings. So he's a West Coaster and an East Coaster. You can tell that this man, he is a truck driver. He's like me. He's on all the different time zones. He's zoning it up. Okay, so let's get back to it. So you're going to get to fly in the board and bond race. That's great, isn't it? Sure it is. You get to keep the bird. That's great. But what the hell is Pioneer Hunger Games? Well, all the birds that sell after the $250, everything up and above. A bird sells for $500, a bird sells for $1,000, bird sells for $600, $300. That money all goes into the pot for the Pioneer Hunger Games. And one bird will win it. Will win the grand pot, the grand total, the super prize. Only one, because that's what the Hunger Games was. Remember the movie with the girl, the whistler, the good-looking one that shot the bows and the arrows. She's kind of like the chick version of the Robin Hood. Actually, I think they should have just called her Robin Hood. She's good looking. I can't remember her name. Does anybody know her name? You okay, Ryan? Gang 1 says, yeah. And guys, this is the whole thing. I got a guy like Gang 1. Gang 1, you're going to need to buy at least 2 or 3 of these birds. Because why? I'm going to fly some pigeons for you, my friend. We're going to have some fun. And if you guys want my recommendation, and I'm going to be honest, they're young pigeons. A lot of those breeders fly a good, decent pigeon. Ellen Sutton, I've won money for her before. Ken Foster, I've won money before. Mary O'Ray, I've won money before. I've flown their pigeons. They got good families of pigeons. You got Silver Creek with the Yellow Rosier's blood. 2 of those in there. You've got Dorval Medeiros, one of the very best guys on flying the East course, headwind course. This guy wins a boatload of money, good pigeons, super. You've got Mike Vellante, the best of the Evans, the M&D Evans, Van den Nabil bloodlines. Wins. He's been winning for a whack of years. Good pigeon flyer, good pigeons. And they're good on this course. Then you've got maybe the superstar, Joe Ferreira. Okay? Joe Ferreira. Alfred from Van Zoren. He came to Canada to an auction. I took him to Ian Sibbles in Niagara Falls. The other loft I took him to was Joe Ferreira and Mike Vellante. You have that opportunity, guys. And those Joe Ferreira pigeons are the very best from M&D Evans, the very best from Iyer Camp. Good pigeons. You're not going to go wrong with them. I'll try to buy 2. Good job, my friend. And I hope you do. Got a bit of a headache today. I'm not sure why, but my head is rattling a little bit. So that's roughly how it's going to work. That's basically what you're going to get in the auction. So you're going to get the bird. You'll own the bird. The bird will fly in the board and bond race. The bird will fly in the Hunger Games. And if the bird makes it past 100 miles, our activation, you can pay to activate it, which you should, into the Pioneer One Loft race. So you're going to get with that pigeon 3 opportunities, 3 cracks at the whip to win some money. Have some fun. Think outside the box. As I supported the board, support what we're doing, and have a bit of fun. Good day from Australia. Hey, good day. Good day. That's what our thought was. And I finished off there yesterday. I think the people were a bit in shell shock. That's okay. That happens. That happens. That was kind of like a natural disaster in pigeons. But hey, it wasn't a disaster. It was a positive. And I came home. I did the photography. You guys were watching the show. You've seen the birds. They look good. They really do. And it was about 9 o'clock at night. And Mario Da Silva from the boarding club, he called me. And he called me up. And again, hey, a little bit of class. He says, hey, Ryan, I want to thank you for coming out today and really supporting our club. We didn't expect to make that kind of money. That was great. They did better than what they thought. And that was good. I said, hey, thanks for allowing us. Thanks for allowing us to film. And that was it. We talked a bit. And he said, wow, if you write us a letter to our club, I'm pretty sure that you'll be able to get all of your Pioneer One Loft birds to be entered into the board and bond race. What are you guys thinking? What do you think? Take those One Loft birds and go head to head against combine birds in a one-shot open race. What are you guys thinking about that? When I heard that, I almost fell out of my chair because, again, that's thinking outside the box. That's where I would go with it. And I thought that's very, very nice. Now, he did say I have to write the Borden Club a letter and I have to explain what we'd like to do. And he said, I don't think there's going to be a problem for you guys to get in. So that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. Because why wouldn't we? Why don't we want everyone to participate? Right? Do you guys not agree or do you guys disagree? What do you guys think? Put your comments in. Remember, I always say, guys, this show right here on Monday nights, this show works best when you participate. Now, I know tonight we're not talking about health and medications and vaccinations or grits and minerals and feeds. We're going to do that. I'm in New York. Ricky's at home. Just drove about 11 hours. So we're just going to have an off-the-cuff, easy show tonight. Positivity all the way. It's 3-1 Tampa Bay. I don't think the Leafs have the mustard on the hot dog to do this one. Good idea, says Gang 1. Tracy says, let's do this. Good idea. Like, give birds every chance, says Mike Green. And once and if the Borden Club allows us to put all of the Pioneer birds into their open race, then we are going to open up the Hunger Games to all of the Pioneer birds. Not just the 30. We're going to open it right up. Now, again. We ain't going to put carts before horses. I shouldn't even have probably said this tonight, but I'm feeling good. I could feel the energy from Mario Da Silva. He wants to fly against more birds. And I said, hey, if we have 200, 300, 400 birds, and we go to that race with 300, 400 birds, are you guys going to be really okay with this? And he said, there shouldn't be any problems. And I like that. It's thinking outside the box. That's what this is about. So, that's the plan for the Hunger Games. As of right now, the 30 birds that we purchased, they are going to do the Borden Bond race. They have an opportunity to be entered into the Pioneer One Loft race if you pay the activation, or the bird's got to do the work, and if it wins money and you don't activate it, you ain't going to do it. And you own the bird, and you're flying for the Pioneer Hunger Games, I guess, championship. My birds are on their way, Mansker Racing says. Thank you very much. And guys that sent me the tracking numbers, yes, guys, once I pick up the birds, I will let you know the races started for them. So, remember, sometimes in the post, birds get lost. Sometimes things happen in the post. I hope you guys have all got your birds prepared to go to battle. And that's not for my race. That's for any of the races you send them to. Get them prepared to go to battle. Good drink. It's melting down a bit. Jesse Catania, hey, how are you? Guys, Jesse was last year, I would say he was the ace bird, top bird. Jesse Catania with Absolute Pepsi. Great name for a pigeon. Jesse likes this Absolute Pepsi, or his Absolute with his Diet Pepsi. He's like me. Sounds like a good idea. Some will vote against it. Funny joke, these flyers are. Yeah, and guys, I get it. People don't like change, and I don't know if people like competition or they don't. Some people are scared of competition. Some people think they're going to get smoked and killed. And guys, everyone has an opportunity to do their best and train their birds and work their birds. And that's all we're going to do. We could come dead last. We could win. I don't know. All I'm going to try and do is not be dead last. That's it. And that goes for all the birds that we enter. Even when I'm flying your birds that you guys send us, my favorite thing is see as many birds on a drop together, get everybody in the winner's circle if I can. And again, It's on me and it's on the birds. We work together. So, you know, if we do go to that Borden race, all the pioneers go. We all gonna go. We're gonna go and try and give it our very, very best to represent the Pioneer One Loft race. And our breeders and our buyers, we want to represent them the best way we can. Some people ate just set in their ways. Yeah, Mike, I get that. Frank Eichhorn says, awesome, inch by inch, finally. Yes, we are. Finally, we're getting there. Slow and steady. It was nice to see Frank there. I couldn't recognize Frank because he didn't have his Pioneer coat on. I couldn't recognize him. See, Frank is always in his Pioneer coat. I didn't recognize him. He actually didn't. I didn't want to say it. He didn't look that attractive. Normally, he looks really good because he looks good in black and red, and he was in something else. I don't know what he was in, but it wasn't flattering, Frank. Keeping costs, fuel down, all around, really no brainer. And yeah, I mean, roughly to go 300 miles, you're looking at these days in Canadian dollars. Let's just be honest. You're looking at around $300 in fuel. 300, 350 in fuel to go round trip. Maybe let's say $400. $400 round trip to go 300 miles or 320 miles, whatever it is. It was in the wash, he says. He's always got an excuse. It's time you buy another one. There's only one guy I see all the time there's two guys in their Pioneer hoodies, no matter what, and that is Art and Alfred Van Zuren in Holland. I don't even know. They don't wear them out. They don't get dirty. I don't know how they do it. I see him, says Jay-Z. My birds are on their way. Sounds good. So that was basically the plan of what we did yesterday. And again, a lot of it was just because I've asked people to donate pigeons. And I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about people in general. You can ask people and they kind of make it a hard time. Do I have to give a pedigree? Do I have to do that? You almost feel like a nuisance or a bother, and I get that. You guys want to keep your birds and fly them and do that. So I said, you know what? The hell with this. We're going to go out and get the best. Oh, and guys, that's what we wanted to do. For instance, Wally Bielek. You guys have heard about Wally Bielek. Won a boatload of money at the Pioneer Gold Band race, right? He put a bird in there with a Club 1000 band on, out of Anik Gochan and Frank Elkman. The pair has won him, I don't know, $7,000 to $10,000. He had a money band on it. We picked that bird up. We got that bird. You know how good I felt getting that bird? Super quality. Ooh, I have to invest in a Pioneer hoodie. Yeah, well, no. Hold on, Mr. Tracy. You have to first get your wife one. You don't get one. You gotta get your wife one. And we got something special coming up. You have to hold on. I can't tell you, but just hold on. Oh, and we got some really nice new hoodies on the way as well. Michael Peevler says, sooner or later, you will need to bury the axe and do what is best for the sport. Yeah, I think so. I wish everyone would. I am all about multiple chances. And some people say maybe that's my fault or my weakness. Nice guys finish last. Some people say, why do you give people a chance? Because I want a chance. If I said something to offend somebody, maybe I wasn't thinking, I was having a bad day. These are all bullshit excuses. Bottom line was, I said something stupid. I put my foot in my mouth. I know better. Let it go. Let the grudge go. Drop your shoulders and accept people. Nobody's perfect. We're far from perfect. We're all full of flaws. We're all full of flaws. You know, today is my birthday. See? How did I not know today was Sherry's birthday? She was bragging on the line. I seen her. Where's the pictures of the cake? Heather's been bugging me about getting her a hoodie. Now, for you women, if you like pink, we got some super hoodies coming for the women. And we ordered them. I'm hoping they're going to be here before our last shipment. One other thing. The week of May the 8th, there's no shipping for One Loft Birds. We're going to wait till the last week of May. Okay, I'm going to put the date up around the 20th of May. That's going to be the final date for you Americans. Again, you can send as many birds as you want. You don't pay until they get to 100 miles. Same like the Apple Cup. You don't pay until they get to activation. You are going to see every training toss that the birds go on. Like you did last year. Like you did the year before that, the year before that, the year before that. You're going to come with us on every training toss. Why? Because it's important that you see how your birds do from start to finish. There's no mystery in this. This ain't the show of unsolved mysteries. Okay? I hear people all the time say to me, it's funny, the birds hit 100 miles activation toss and they all come like gangbusters. The training was this way, that way. We didn't really see a lot of it. 100-mile activation, we all drop out our money. Boom, boom, boom. And then, what? They go to the first race and half the birds are gone. I'm okay with half the birds being gone on the first race, if that happens. But you better show me every training toss, or at least 95% of them, so I know that those damn birds have done the work. I want to see the loft line. I want to see the training. I want to see you feeding them. I want to see them sitting on the butts of their wings on the landing board. All those things tell you little things. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think so. Happy birthday to Sherry. Michael Peebler says hello. Thank you. No, thank you. And Sherry, for the opening of the festivities, we are going to use the song, the Pioneer song. We haven't left it out. Last year was not the year for the song. This is going to be the year. And Sherry, guys, she did a great job on the song. She really did. You guys are going to have to wait to see it. Are you naming the birds again like last year? 100%. Every pigeon needs a name, guys. You know, someone asked me, Franco Basiglia, great picture the other day. You see him with the wing up? Man, this guy came in, and I'm going to say Fucked. They don't like when I swear, so I spelled it. To the kids, I'm teaching them spelling now. That's a pigeon word, by the way. Franco came in. He brought his wife. He came in with his basket of pigeons. No bullshit, guys. He came in with his pigeons. He was happier. I thought he drank 3 Mountain Dews that were microwaved. He was happy. He was energetic. He was pumped. He was so proud of the birds. The birds look great. Puts the birds in. You know, and he's just about ready to go. And he says, Ryan, every year here we do photos. Where's my photo? I want to do my photo with the bird. You know what? Right in there. I said, boy, I didn't do that. I haven't been taking people's photos. I haven't. I just thought people thought it was stupid. Right? People, you know, some people you ask them and they give you a dumb look and you know, and after a while you ask somebody something, it's like you get 2 negative people, but 10 that like it. The negative people kind of ruin it, like ruin your, like, oh, I feel embarrassed to ask this question. But he was pumped up. He took the photo of his bird. And you know what? That made me feel real, real good inside. It was a good moment, working. And I love that positivity, that the energy. You don't see it, and it was so great. You know, so good. The same thing, everybody there that was at the board, It wasn't my place to say it, but everybody should have got together in front of all those young birds and everyone take a big picture together. I know, what is a picture? It's a joke, it's laughable. No, it's bonding, bringing people together. So yes, you can send more birds at the end of May. None of the birds are going to start going out. No, everyone goes out at the same time. Pioneer, man. Everyone's going to go out the first week of June. We start going out. We start going out all together. Training is going to start, they're going to start going out in June, first week of June. Maybe June the 5th, they're going to go out. So they go out June. Sometime in July, middle to end of July, we start training. That's how it's going to work. So we're going to start racing sometime here in September. And that's a great question, Gang One. Again, Gang One, I like your name, Gang One. It kind of sounds rough and tough. I forget your first name. My apologies. About 7 weeks away. Yeah, we're about 7 weeks. What's today? No, our next pickup will be around the end of May. We're cutting it off June 1st. So whatever day that is, we're going to cut it off. The birds got to be in. I hope, I ask people, I beg people, I cut the price down to nothing so people can come and try this out. I really hope the people will support it. I hope everybody that's seen us there at the board maybe thinks outside the box and says, hey, let's try 5 birds. If everybody in that room just sent 5 birds or 10 birds, 5 birds, let's go 5. Let's go 5. Then, 70 guys in the room, 5 birds, do the math. 5 times 7 is? I don't know. I'm bad with math. You tell me. That's just support, guys. All this sport needs is internal support. Hello, double R's. Eddie Ortiz. Ricky is not with us. I am right now I'm in Long Island. Ricky's at home manning the fort down, doing a great job with the birds. One Loft birds are coming along. I know you guys haven't seen them yet. We're going to start it off. We are. I just don't want to overdo all the shows. I want to gradually do this year. Okay? So we're going to start off a few shows a week, maybe 2 to start. Then we're going to show a little bit more when we're Loft flying, maybe 3 shows a week. Then once we get into the training, you're going to get those everyday shows because we're training. So we want to build up. We don't want to get you guys bored. 5 times 70 is 350. There you go. That's an additional 350 pigeons. All people got to do is try. Remember, the pigeons do all the work. We're just the vessel that takes them down the road. And there is nothing more that I want to see than everyone do good. You know what? Somebody who doesn't like me, I like to see them do great because it's just like a yeah. See, you may not like me, but your pigeon does. Ryan, visit Joel Polini. Polini, okay. We're going to go to Sammy's Loft tomorrow. That's where we will be, for sure. Mike Green says, I'm looking forward to the shows out here on the road. And Mike, I know you love the shows, and we're going to give them to you. And guys, don't think we're going to cut the shows off. And no, I know you haven't seen them. But once I start doing the shows, I like to keep doing them. So I'm not holding off. I'm sort of letting it come together, and then we're going to start, And we are going to start. It might be, well, we're already starting now. We're going to pick up these birds. You're going to see me when I'm picking them up, what we're doing and picking them up, going through the birds and showing you guys the birds. Are we going to do photos of the birds this year? Absolutely. We're going to let the birds settle in, break. Sorry, I had a call come in. Will you be showing the birds when you receive them? Yes, I will. I will show them. I'll put a show on together for that to show them. I had a lemon seed get in my teeth. Okay. They call him the Eastern Assassin. All right. Well, I'm going to ask, and Eddie Ortiz, you know Sammy's Loft. We're going to go to Sammy's Loft. I've known Sammy for a few years. He's always pumped up. I'm going to see if we can get a few birds from him to get into our one loft race. And again, if you guys are in the Long Island, New York area, I didn't want to over advertise it, but hey, you want to put some birds in, you want to meet me here and give me your birds, there's no problems, we can do that. This was kind of a last minute put together thing because of the Perth Amboy. I wanted to get down there. I want to see the layout, how it's going to look, because I want to give you guys our very best foot forward. And that's what we're going to do. Are you going to pox the birds? Yeah, if I can get the right vaccine, which I'm working on, I'm going to do it. Oh, that was brutal last year, wasn't it, Mike? That was a bloody train wreck. And it's so funny, again, when me and Ricky sit in the kitchen, and sometimes it'll be on a Saturday night or a Friday night or a Thursday night, sit there and you have a drink, and then he'll say to me, well, what do you think about poxing? And I say, well, what do you think? And he goes, like, it's so amazing. Two lofts side by side, birds mix in a transporter. One loft gets obliterated in pox. The other loft never has a problem, or almost 0%. That's pigeon racing. And I wonder, and guys that have sent birds, you guys have already known who sent birds. You Americans that have sent birds, have any of you guys poxed your birds? And it's not a bad thing. If you can get pox vaccine, pox your birds. If I was going to any race anywhere in the world, I'll get pox vaccine to pox birds. I'm sorry, I'm poxing. So, if you've poxed them, good for you. Am I looking at getting the pox vaccine? Yes, I am. I've got my vet. He's on it. We're going to get it. 95%. Being honest. How long will you be there for? I am going to be here until Wednesday morning, and then I'm going to head up to Buffalo. Most of the time, birds don't show up on Tuesdays. They normally show up Wednesday mornings from where I pick them up. So that's why I kind of rushed this in here. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. This is why I always say, have your birds ready. And guys, I tell people time and time again, don't ship your birds on shavings. Shredded paper, pine needles, the brown pine needles, straw. No shavings, no hay. Simple. Why? It just keeps the basket cooler. No respiratory, cooler. Poke holes. Lots of holes. I know you guys got the filters on. Poke holes. Forget the filters. Poke extra holes. Ventilation is key. Mike, look at this. I'm I'm picking mine. I'm poxing mine. Guys, this is why I like a guy like Mike Green. No bullshit, man. Says it as it is. He's going to pox his. So, you see it. Great question, Mike. And I'm sure people are going to ask this. Where did you get your pox vaccine? Late to the show, Ryan. Where are you? I believe it's William. Will. I think that's your name. I am in Long Island, New York. I guess you could say New York City, Long Island. I don't want the people from New York or New Jersey. I don't want you all to come after me. I'm somewhere where it's all concrete, lots of highway, lots of roads, lots of cars, lots of people. And a Long Island iced tea in a Holiday Inn is $13. Oh, very good. She's a strong drink with a bit of kick, but I like it. Again, Oh, I can feel that one go down. A little Bernie burn. Gang one. I can only dream of going to the U.S. and Canada. You get a boat, Ryan. You're like a pigeon flyer everywhere. Brilliant. You know what, gang one? I love. I've never been able to fly the. No. You're right. I've been so many places. I've been to Ireland, and this is honest, guys. I've been to Ireland, England, Scotland, Belgium, Germany, France, Holland, Thailand. I've been to quite a few places in the US and Canada. They're like, people ask me, where would you like to go fly? I love to fly in Spring Hill, Florida. I come down here to New York, here, New Jersey. I know, I'd love to come here and try and fly, or in Boston, go and fly. I love to go fly in California. I love to fly in Belgium. I love to fly in Holland. I love to go to Thailand and fly. I seen how they do it there. I look at it as backwards in my own brain. So many things that you see, and gang one, he's up for the challenge. He's like me. I'll kick your ass, and I'd love to go to the UK and fly. I love it, and it's not about saying I'm going to go out and beat everyone, guys. It's hard to win pigeon races. You got to have a lot of ducks in a row right to win. You got to have the right birds, the right loft, the right ventilation, the right year where all the little chips lie, the right training, the right loft line, the right rest, the right medication, the right rest, the right feeding, the right rest, the right training, the right rest. And then you have to be able to hold it all together and play. So I would love to fly in all these places, and maybe one day I'm going to do that, every year move. But the problem is, where do you get the birds? Because again, you take a guy like Gang One, he's got his family of pigeons. You got a guy like Mike Green, he's got his family of pigeons. David Tracy, his family of pigeons. Jay-Z, his family of pigeons. And I'm using names here. I'm just using names. Maybe you guys don't have families. Maybe you do. But you know what you have. And you fly your whole teams. Boy, I would love to do it. So many places I'd love to go and fly. Here's a super flyer here. Hey, Ryan, are you going to have the pickbirds? 100%. Now, I talked to a few people, some people very close to me, and we talked about last year paying prize money out at the 2 miles. 2 miles was laughable. 10 miles was laughable. 20 miles was laughable. 50 miles a little better. 80 miles, okay, not bad. We're going to get rid of the small training prize money. Well, we're not going to get rid of it. We're just not going to take that from the main pot. Our Pickbird series, like Greg McFarland says, the Pickbirds, we're going to sell 1 share of each pigeon this year. 1 share. And every graduation in training up to the races, all the way up and through the races, every graduation there will be a Pickbird. So that means at 2 miles, there will be a first Pickbird. They're going to be $20 a share, 1 share of a pigeon. So you buy Greg McFarland's Little Miss Nikki, you buy that pigeon, that's your pigeon for that race. There's only 1 share sold. So we're going to have a Pickbird at a 2 miler, a Pickbird at a 10 miler, a Pickbird at a 20 miler, a Pickbird at a 50 miler, a Pickbird at an 80 miler, a Pickbird at the activation, and then Pickbirds at each of the races. So you're going to have 10 Pickbird competitions to get into. Again, 1 share per pigeon, $20 a share in Canadian dollars. Simple? Not bad? What do you think? I have never left the UK. Sand life. Need to take me hat off to you. I'll post that up. That's very, very nice of you. Gang one. You know, today I was driving and I had a pigeon person call me and they're talking to me. We're talking pigeons, and they said, "Ryan, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go?" And I'll tell you, I guess I'm lucky. There's nowhere right now where I say, "Well, I want to go see, I want to go to Greece, or I want to go to the Canary Islands." I don't have a desire to go and travel. I think because I travel so much, kind of the travel bug is out of me. Literally, I hate living in hotels. It's not fun. It's not what you guys think. And I know what you guys see me go to all these places and all these countries, and we're doing all this stuff. And it's the funniest thing because I'll get people that say, "How was your vacation?" It's work, but we show it, so it kind of looks like it's I don't know if it looks like it's a vacation or not. It's not. I mean, today here, guys, I drove 10 hours, 11 hours to get here, hopped on, do a show, going to go to bed. Tomorrow we're going to go to the Perth Amboy Club. We're going to go to the Long Island Racing Pigeon Club. I'm going to do a loft tour. I got to do photos of pigeons. Get to bed, get up, drive back to Buffalo. Start collecting the birds and organizing them. Live in the truck with the pigeons. Not a vacation. I'm not complaining. Hey, it's a job. I like doing it. I like bringing you guys along. But Gang One, it's good for you, man. Get out and see it. You are always welcome to come to the Pioneer. You land in Toronto. We have a hotel 2 minutes from our house. I will pick you up at the hotel. I'll pick you up from the airport. I'll take you to the hotel. It's on the opposite side of the road. I don't know if you can drive. I know I can drive in the UK. It's a little shitting down your pants doing it, but I can do it. If you're not scared, get a rental car. I'll send you everywhere to go and you have a good time. You're always welcome. And guys, that's for everyone. Everyone is welcome to come to the Pioneer, come to the loft, handle the pigeons, come in the backyard, see loft manager Richard, check out his chickens, look at the cats, see the chihuahuas. Hell, you're going to have a drink or two. And if you don't drink, you come here, we're going to still get a drink or two into you. I promise that. Pick bird, winner take all. Yes, I think that's a good idea. I like the winner take all. You're going live on Loft Tours. Yes, tomorrow I will go live on a Loft Tour. I might even go live from Perth Amboys as well. I might go live multiple times tomorrow. Guys, remember, I love doing the lives. The lives work best when you guys participate. Same thing like today. You guys are participating. It helps. Sitting here talking by myself, it's hard work because you got to keep thinking of what you're going to say. You guys throwing questions, silly, dumb, smart assy, great. I love them all. I'm a Peter Phil I'm petrified. See, my reading's no good. Peter Feld. He said petrified. I'm petrified to fly. You're not petrified to fly. It's in your brain. Come on now. Remember, in a human's vocabulary, the word can't shouldn't exist. Don't limit yourself. I can't fly. I'm scared to fly. Good, everyone's scared to fly. It's more dangerous to drive in a car than it is to get in an airplane. I'm sorry to say. I'm just going to be honest. And Gang One, if your pigeons fly as good as you say they do, and I believe they do because I can see it in you, it's time you fly too. What a guy. I don't know. But that's the truth. Is there Wi-Fi in the Twisted Sister? We're not going to talk about the Twisted Sister. Okay, sounds good, says Greg McFarland. And we're going to have a few different tournaments and a few different games for you guys to play. You know, we're going to have our Pickbird series. If the Borden lets us in, we're going to have the Borden Bond Hunger Games series. You're going to have that series. We're always going to make a few different races within the races because I think it adds to a race. You know, again, I've got ideas. We just need to support, and you guys that have sent birds are supporting. You guys that watch this show, you are supporting, and I appreciate that. Guys, ask Greg McFarland. Greg, I'm going to call you out on this one. Greg sent no birds last year to Pioneer. He bought birds in the auction. He played the pick bird. He played a few of the games. He did. Few of the games he did. Greg McFarland did. Greg McFarland, can you give me just a rough estimation of, type in how much money you won? And I'm putting them on the spot. Just give a rough, I don't need the exact number, just a rough number of how much money you won. Remember, he didn't send one pigeon himself. Not that he was a bad guy. He found us somehow, and he started to participate, which was great. How much money did you win? Like a candy shop. Is Ricky still going with the sand? Absolutely. Loft full of sand, sand lime mix. I'm having a drink. Happy birthday, Sherry. That is great. I gotta say to Tracy, great sign you made today. I didn't want to publish it. We'll publish it up next week, but a great sign you made. It was fun on the drive. You sent it to me. I didn't expect it. You're crazy. You're crazy. I love flying against anyone. If they beat me, it means I got to get better. And yeah, you got to get better. So remember, you're not going to win every time out. You're always looking for consistency. Do I want the 300-mile winner? Wait. Do I want the 300-mile winner or the fourth ace pigeon or the third ace pigeon or the fifth ace pigeon? I'm looking for the ace pigeons. Sure, I love to win. Winning is great. If you want to win more, you're going to look for more consistent pigeons. Consistency is key. How many people have had a pigeon that's won a fluke race, or not a fluke race, won a race? They felt great. They breed out of it. The children breed it. The one-time wonder. The rest of the time, the bird was always asleep. Nothing. Meanwhile, you will have a pigeon that was a top 10 pigeon, maybe your top third pigeon in your loft, real consistent for 2 years, 3 years, consistent. Never wins the big one, but super consistent. Like crazy consistent, goes on to be a good breeder. I see it happen. Like the candy shop, Eddie Ortiz. I'm not sure what you mean on that. Fill that in. Shipped to you from Florida. Hey, what's going on? Thank you. Your pigeons are going to go into air conditioning, man. Florida's hot. From what I'm pretty sure now in Florida, she's got to be close to roast your balls off o'clock. So I'm sure she's pretty hot. Your birds are going to come down here to be nice and cool, so they're going to get a bit of air conditioning, which is great. Sherry says, Tracy, Norway Lions, thank you. We'll say here, when is your John Bird auction? What's John Bird auction? I want to buy some flying your race. Oh, Youngbird. Pioneer Hunger Games. It opens on Sunday. You missed yesterday. It opens on Sunday. You're going to have a super selection. And I mean, guys, super selection. Ray Sheeran says, every year try to improve in some way. Have to keep moving forward. And yes, guys, you have to keep moving forward. Here is another thing. I have had people say to me, I'm not going to fly my pigeons anymore in the clubs or in the combines. I'm not doing it. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. I'm lazy. I'm too skinny. I like to lay on the couch. I don't eat too much, but I just don't want to do it. I don't have the time. I don't have the patience. I hate the guys at the club. Okay. I guess those are good excuses. I am just going to fly one loft races. I'm gonna breed 40 young birds, and I'm gonna send them out. I'm gonna send 5 to Jimmy, 5 to Tony, 5 to Gang 1, 5 to the Pioneer, 5 over here, 3 over there, 7 over here, and I'm done. When you do that, you are putting all the trust in these guys flying your birds. Lofts that don't show you from start to finish, I say on a video, keep you tight in the loop. You sure as hell better hope they take those birds where they say they're taking them. You sure better hope they're putting the work in, because you're judging your breeding program off of someone that's, is he doing the work? Isn't he doing the work? Is he doing the work? Isn't he doing the work? And if you say to yourself, I'm not sure if he's going to do the work, don't send to the race. And the number one thing I say to people is, keep flying your birds in the combine. Loft fly them. Very little training. Put them in. Look for your first birds. Look for your ace birds. You don't have to be first in your club. You don't have to be first in your combine. Just let the pigeons keep going out and working, because you know exactly what those birds are doing. You have a feel on it. Now, with our race, you don't have to worry, because you pretty much see start to finish. You see what really matters. The training, the racing, the speeds. Oh, Long Island's Pigeon Pet Shop. Amazing. Okay, Eddie Ortiz, when we are done this, I'm going to hold you responsible. I want you to text me the owner, the address, his name, if you have it. That's pretty cool. I'd like to go see that. Again, I'm in New York, and I'm here for at least a day and a half, so maybe we'll do that. Mike Green. My last high point bird never won a race, but in the top of the sheet was always getting beat by sisters and brothers. Hey, that's okay. How did it turn out in breeding? How many birds you have to get, and how many you got now? We're supposed to be around 350, 400 birds. I think we're around 100. We're updating daily. Again, most pigeon guys I know come late. I was actually hoping for 1,000 or 1,500 birds. Probably not going to happen, which is disappointing. But guys, it's okay. We're still going to make it great. We're still going to have fun. It's pigeon flying. Decent 5 birds of Ryan. Nice one. Decent 5 birds. Wow. Decent 5 birds? Tracy. Puerto Rico had 0 birds return on the final race. Yeah, I don't know. I never flown in Puerto Rico. I didn't see the training. I didn't see the work. And that's another thing that really kills this sport. People that look at it as a quick cash grab. Oh, I'm gonna build a loft and I'm gonna make $60,000 and. But guys, that's negative. We can't look at negative. The world's full of negative. I'm looking at positive. Guys, if you take on a responsibility to run a one loft race, please don't worry about failing. Just do your best. Do your best. Don't be afraid to train them. Don't be afraid to work them. Don't be afraid. I get afraid in a lot of silly things. I can introduce you to one person in particular. And she'd say, great whole way. He's afraid on the minorest things. Sometimes that's me. I get afraid. Why? I have to wake up. Don't be afraid. Keep going. We're human. Charles Ecker, May. He's sending in May. I will be sending my birds in May. What day in May? We're going to do around the end of May. Please check our website. Forget May 8th. No May 8th. None. It'll be at the end of May, around the 20th. So we get the American birds in. It'll be their last shot. Send your birds. That's when we're going to do it. Give or take, and this is, look at Greg McFarland. He had no birds He had no birds that he sent us from his loft. Look at what he won last year. Round of applause, guys. Round of applause. You know, it takes a lot of balls to look at the board of pigeons or look at an auction and say, hey, I'm going to try that bird out, and have the confidence. Relax. Have the confidence and say, let's have a bit of fun. And that's what he did. Congratulations, Gregory. I don't not want to insult you. Gregory. Your name's Gregory. I'll call you Gregory. Produce my best young birds. Produce my best young. Look, I said it. I didn't say I was God, Moses, Jesus, the Pope, Michael Jordan. No. Look at what I said. Look at what Mike Green said. He come back and backed it up. That's good. Is your drink all gone? No. I'm down to the end. Maple Leafs are getting hammered 4-1. Nice to see Florida putting on a show tonight. Sherry says she puts her hands together. So again, everything that we're going to do here at Pioneer, it all works off of everyone participating. And the support's great. Our race is tough. Our race is real. And the I don't want to say a problem with the race, because for you guys it isn't a problem. But we have people that come in and maybe they watch the show and they don't like the feeding, or they don't like the training, or they don't like the loft manager, his attitude, how he talks, if he has a drink, if he swears, if he curses, if he's too hyper, if he's too loud. And I get all that. But the only reason you don't like it is because you see it all. You see the feeding. You see what's in the water. You see the yellow drops. You see the loft manager have a bad day. Live on camera, have a bad day. I wish every race did it. I want to see the loft manager break down, curse, swear, get mad. Show me the energy. Show me the passion. Show me you give an SHIT. And for you kids, you do it every day. And good job. And that's another thing, guys. I like it. You know, Mario Da Silva called me up out of the blue. The only guy, 70 guys I was there, the only guy called me up and said, thanks for supporting that club. That was a big move. He's not the president of the club, but he called me, thanked me. That was very nice. And like David Tracy says, and like you guys say that congratulate other people, guys, give yourself good luck. Congratulate people. If you get your ass kicked, go up and congratulate the person and say, hey, congratulations. Can I handle the bird? Hey, congratulations. You know, you're doing great this year. Build people up. Don't tear them down. Don't tear them down. There's enough shit in this world of tearing down. Let's build up, man. Let's build up. So that's sort of how I look at things. And this year will be another year of positivity. Guys, I don't know when the train is going to come off the tracks. And guys, I think you know what that means. We can put all the work in. You can watch the shows. You can watch the loft line, the rambling, the health, the cooing on the floor, the clapping of the wings. The train's going good. The train's going good. The train's going good. The train's going good. All of a sudden, you have a bad day. You lose a whack of pigeons. I don't know when the train's going to come off the tracks. I never want it to come off. But remember, when you're watching a show, when a guy shows you from start to finish, the whole show, and the train comes off the tracks, if the guy says, oh, happened, whatever, what can I do? Okay. When I see a guy do that, he's not trying. He doesn't care. He got no feeling. When I see a guy go, fuck, pardon my language, God damn it. Oh, I'm pissed. I like to see it. I like to see the feeling. So, this is going to be my year. Oh boy, Mike Green, let's not jump the cheeseburger yet, man. And I hope it's everyone's year. I do. You know, I don't like to see the same winners every year. Again, do I care who wins? No. I want everyone to win. I don't have favorites. I always say, man, I like to see a crazy colored win. you know, and it doesn't happen all the time. Or I'd like to see a red win, or I like, black win, or whatever. Or I'd like to see somebody win that's never won. But I don't care at the end of the day. What I want to do is try and get everyone to win. That's why I love what we do here. We don't have favorites. I don't have any friends. I don't like any of yous. I like your birds. I'm going to fly your birds. I don't pull favors for nobody. Don't ask me for one. I like you guys all. You know that. But if someone asks me for something stupid, I call them right out on it. I don't bullshit around like that. I'm not interested. I want you guys to get the best pigeons. That's what means something to me. Jesse Catania, look at him last year. He sent 7 or 8 pigeons. 7 or 8 pigeons. He had the right one. The right one. When he came to pick it up, he was happy. Most guys would say, you lost all the birds except for one, and pick up his bird and go home. Not him. He had the one right one. Says, could you tell me the names of the other 7 you lost? He named 2. The other ones he couldn't remember their names. It's okay. Good. Great name of a pigeon. Did anyone see Jesse Catania coming off the top rope and taking one? Nope. That was his year. Can he do it this year? Maybe. Will Ian Sybil do it again? Maybe. Will Frank Eichhorn do it? Maybe. Will one of the pioneer Hunger Games birds do it? Maybe. We don't know. All I know is I'm going to give it my very best for you. You got to think positive. And Mike Green is 100% right, guys. Mike Green could send us 25 pigeons. Let's think about this. Guys, I want you to pretend this in your brain. I sent 25 pigeons. Shit. After training, I have 2 left. Do I even want to activate my birds? Yeah. Activate them. Activate your birds. Think positive. You can't think of what you lost. You got to think of what you have. Think positive. We are all winners. Well, Tracy, you're a winner. Ampar Loft, Tracy, WTF. Actually, guys, I've known Troy for a few years, and I think Troy's a pretty consistent flyer. I know he doesn't have his loft in the spot that he wants. He has to drive to his loft. It's pretty far. He's got a work schedule. It's a little bullshitty. And I think Troy does real, real well. And I kind of thought, I said to Troy when I seen him at the board, and I said, where's your bird here today? And they didn't invite him. They didn't ask him. And, he had a super bird there, a Pioneer, last year. Kind of sad not to see him there. But hey, we don't make the rules. When I got a Peterbilt, loved the bird. He turned into a cock and has a lot of character. Hey, you never know. Let's see how he breathes. Robert Hamilton from Australia says, hello. Hey, how's it going in Australia? I wonder what time it is in Australia. So, this week coming, we're going to pick up the birds in the U.S. Canadians can still bring their birds. I've got Canadians sending birds. We're going to do some videos of picking up the birds. We'll get that done. We'll cross over back into Canada. We'll get the birds in the loft. We'll probably start the shows this coming weekend. We'll do a show. Maybe I'm going to start off with a show once or twice a week. I'll pick 2 days in the week and do a show. Hour show. One day I'll be out in the aviaries. One day I'll be feeding. Something along those lines. And we start off. 12 p.m. here in Australia. Well, that's lunchtime. It's, 10. It's 9. Well, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard, Northern Pacific Time, also known as New York time right now. I can use that line here in New York. That's good. Good. That was my line. I created it. So that's what we're going to do. You're going to follow us along here this week. We're going to start the shows here moving forward and go from there. Remember, the Pioneer Hunger Games auction, I believe it's going to open this Sunday. All bids will be in Canadian dollars. you guys are going to have some fun with it. If you want my recommendation, have a bit of fun. Don't overthink it. If you get a feeling on a bird, buy it. Sometimes you see the best pedigree birds don't do it. I'm just saying. But hey, you do what you want to do. Tomorrow's going to be a busy day for me. I'm going to finish off this dead Long Island iced tea. 3 in the morning in the UK. I don't know why Gang 1's up watching this stuff. You know what Gang 1 loves? Gang 1 is our pigeon porn watcher of the night. He loves his pigeon pornography. Please, guys, tune in tomorrow. We're going to be at Sammy's Loft. We're going to be in Perth Amboys. I'm going to try and get some live video done, and we're going to have some fun. I want to thank you guys for all your support. I want to thank the Board and Bond Race for allowing us to purchase those birds and just being nice and saying thank you. That was great. And, hey, we've been on an hour and 26 minutes. So, as I say, for this sport to grow, we have to think outside the box, forgive people, give them a second chance. If you give them a second chance, give them a third. If you give them a third, give them a fourth. Just don't get to chance number 20. I don't know. Give people chances. Gang 1 gets the first Pigeon Porn Award because he's on at 3 o'clock in the morning. Tracy, make one up. Send it to him. Great show. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Whew. I'm worn out. I'm tired now. Anyways, guys, I'm Ryan from Pioneer Racing Pigeon Club and Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions. Thanks for flying with me. Have a great evening. Enjoy those pigeons. And remember, teach them to succeed. Thanks for flying with me, guys. As I say, nighty-night and bye for now.